on the ground, the technicians and the controllers whose unseen work makes this soaring tribute possible. We know, Lord, that this day and all events of this WBCA festivities take the work, the willingness, and generosity of countless volunteers. We ask you to bless them and to thank them for their contributions. In particular today, assist him for his goodness to us all. And may God's blessing be upon him and all our volunteers. Let every takeoff be in your strength, and every landing in your presence. May we depart this place today with grateful hearts.
On a personal note, it's been over 2 years, 23 years, that Bob and I have been doing this together. I've learned everything I have learned about this air show because of Bob Weathers. He's been a mentor, more importantly, a great friend. And I'd like to thank Bob for everything and come up here now to say a few words.
Thank you very much. I truly appreciate this honor, and I'm deeply grateful. WBCA and the Stars and Stripes show have always been about teamwork, community, and something that brings people together, honors our military, and I'm fortunate to serve alongside people who believe in something bigger than one person. I want everybody to emphasize that I'm just a volunteer. Anybody can do this. This recognition goes to the volunteers, members of military partners, sponsors.
Our jump team just announced that they're about 75 seconds out from being on target here. Again, thank you so much for coming out and being with us here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here as we celebrate the 2026 WBCA Stars and Stripes Air Show Spectacular.
Up the umbrella. Just pick it up and let it
Papi, mira arriba.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can see coming on target right now, you can see the big C-47. That's all brother. It's they've got our 5 jumpers here today. I believe we've got 5. It's got 4 today. Okay, 4 jumpers here today from the Remax team as they're coming on target right now from Airshow right. And escorting down the American flag today will be Aaron Taylor flying his North American Aviation P6 Texan. Again, folks, thank you so much for coming out and spend your day with us here. Do take good care of yourself throughout the air show day. That's a really nice sun we got working with us here today, so make sure you get the sunblock on, get yourself something to drink throughout the day, keep yourself and everybody in your party well hydrated, because we definitely want everybody to really enjoy their day long after this show is over. And right now, you can see our C-47 is coming on target. You'll probably have to fly a little bit past our target area here with that wind coming from the northwest right now. At its altitude there, just under a mile overhead. Again, remember that C-47 has dropped jumpers many times, most notably on June 6th of 1944 on D-Day. This particular aircraft actually did that on that day. So that's all, brothers. Coming overhead, you can see the D-Day invasion stripes on the aircraft as he comes over target. And trail is Aaron in the Texan. Jumpers in the doorway now, getting a good view of his landing area. Team is out on the grounds. Hey, jumpers are exiting right now. Down them off here. See our jumpers 1, 2, 3. You can see 1, 2, 3 canopies right now. There's a smoke is on. Right now we got all four canopies. Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime in Laredo. Right now you can see the canopies are the smoke on the T6 is Aaron is going to be escorting our American flag jumper down.
Yes. Para el zona, papi.
Those stripes on the wings, you can see there, they were called the D-Day stripes, so you can tell which that these were friendly aircraft, and they were called the D-Day invasion stripes. Right down the neck, you can see a very unique wing platform with the leading edge that slides back, swept back the leading edge of the straight trailing edge as they go down the show line. Display of the C-47 though as he stands on that right wingtip once again, give you a nice platform view, get a chance to hear those engines. All right, you can see approaching with the smoke on, ladies and gentlemen. We call it Twisted Texan Air Shows. This is Aaron Taylor out of Temple, Texas. He's a 47-year-old professional airline pilot. He's got that Texan cooked with gas. He comes down here right now and showing about 200 miles an hour on the air indicator, smoke billowing from the pipes. He comes down the shoreline. Flies that airplane right out to that beautiful blue Texas sky, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Taylor. As we watch him fly that around now, as he comes back out the bottom side, that big radial engine, 1,340 cubic inches, 600 horsepower, spinning a big 108-inch long Hamilton standard propeller. Now as he flies that airplane through 5/8 of those kilos there, instead of keeping it going around, he eased forward on the stick, broke the loop, and did a roll on the 49 line. In the airshow world, we call that a one-hand human aid. Now as we watch him extend out here off Airshow Center, it's going to show you what a big old kicker barrel roll looks like in the Texan there as he does a nice big wing over out here, getting the airplane in position out here off Airshow Center. Beautiful display, just rocking and rolling around out here, right on through, flying it right around the outside of a gigantic barrel. This airplane was built in 1944 in Dallas at North American Aviation. It was the advanced trainer of choice during World War II. This was the aircraft. Well, they would then move on to the Texan, and right now you're seeing a beautiful 4-point hesitation roll as there curves that sky into the forward. Of that basic train, they move over to the advanced trainer, and this could quite often be the last aircraft that a pilot over 5,000-pound airplane here. The North American Aviation T6 Texan goes up, wings go right on around. Look at that beautiful front roll. Okay, there it just laughs out there today, folks. Wingtip here, give you a nice top platform view. Characteristics of a much more advanced tailwheel and forward, as well as tires from older aircraft. And now coming in from Airshow Center in the diamond formation, setting up for the diamond. He calls to a roll. Wait to have their eyes turned, ready in position. Stunt pilot goes vertical out here off of Airshow Center. While he hangs there, the rest of the formation flies around. In the Vic formation, we got the hammerhead turn on Airshow Center and a vertical dive with a half roll on the way down, and he quickly rejoined with the team. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your Vanguard. Beautiful quarter roll there as they fly through 1/4 of a 4-leaf clover. And now pulling out here off of Airshow Center. Let's watch here. Pilot. He's performed well over 1,800 performances. No other American jet demo pilot even comes close. In fact, Randy's the only jet demo pilot, military civilian, to be granted both a day and night unlimited aerobatic rating in jet fighters by the FAA. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the plane start to shoot out there. That is the MiG 17, and that is Randy Ball. Off the ground, brings the nose up, rolls to the inverted. Nice. It's Airshow left, ladies and gentlemen. That's Randy. 715 miles an hour. That's over Mach point 104. They can climb better than 14,000 feet per minute. Now, as you watch right here off of Airshow left, he's right down on the deck as he swings that airplane down the show line here and ranks it into a tight left turn. Look at that, folks. The previous turn. Look at the previous keeping that airplane in. You can see the afterburner plate. As he throws in the throttle there, comes right back out through as he flies it right around in a nice, tight 360-degree turn. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Randy Ball. Beautiful job. Another proud Texan here flying for us today. Randy Ball in the MiG 17. Now it's Randy goes into the right end zone. And on that wingtip there, beautiful flying over Randy Ball. 1611 in service in Soviet Bloc in March. Right now as he comes by right now, there's about 500, 550 miles an hour as he looks right down our show line here. Putting that out of Airshow, welcome to the planes coming out the tail. And that is fast. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Ball. Of today's event is Miller Lite. So a great big shout out to the team at Miller Lite. Coming in right now, we've got Randy Ball in the mix. Give him a wave as he taxis by, folks. We've got the canopy split back. That's Randy Ball. Good job, Randy. they are not available for the parade, unfortunately.
The president be this next weekend.
Because you're just driving like they would.
We're gonna roll as he goes. That's Spanky. Let's say, gentlemen. Let's hear from Michael Spanky Galloway. Now Spanky climbs full altitude out there off that right end zone. Let's watch as he repositions. Time for full altitude to set up out here. Beautiful display as he sets up on our right end zone. Smoke on as he comes back and around, letting you know exactly where he is. All right, now we're push forward. From inverted, he pushes forward on the 6. All the force of nature saying you get out. You only hold a minute. Those seatbelts and shoulder harnesses. Now as you watch the game, rock and roll out there on that left side. Come back at us here from left end zone. Get a nice set of steam there as he gets right down onto the hard deck. Pulls back to the ground, so it's right down there, shoulder. 10 feet off the ground as Spanky goes into the right end zone. Pulls that stick back again. Arcs into that gorgeous blue sky. Right on up into the vertical, straight on across, wheels pointed up. Now he rolls that airplane around, and tumbles it around twice. Right on through, trying to tumble as he dives. Now he's down, diving on a 45, making his wind correction as he comes right back at us. Now he brings that airplane right back up to the vertical, straight up, quarter roll, half roll, right on up to the full vertical, rolling and a half. Hanging on right now, pushes. Oh man, what a nasty ride that's got to be. The vertical reversal into the shark's tooth. Airshow right. Now he brings that nose up to the vertical. Look at the precision there. The 4-point hesitation roll. Going straight up on there, hanging on. Now he caps it off. Flies that airplane on through. Diving on a 45-degree downline now. Oh, outside tumbles. Twice on the way through. Outside snap. Now he brings that Airshow center. Accelerates out. Brings that airplane straight back up again. Look at the profile of that airplane. Snap roll on the vertical line. Snap roll is basically a spin, except the nose is necessarily not pointing straight down. That time was pointing straight up. And now as you watch Spanky fly the airplane around, stepping on a lot of rudder there as he carves that sky up out here on Airshow center. Powers the airplane straight back up and across the top. Rolling it around. Now he converts it into, oh man. Look at that, just absolutely terrifying that sky out there. Beating it into submission as he exits on here. That is beautiful flying, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear for Mike Spanky Galloway. Taxing out right now, running to the airplane. 5 taxing out. Making himself home in the air or being in the hangar of the aircraft carriers. B-25 Mitchell, the F-7F Tigercat now is holding his wings down. The Bearcat coming down the show line here. And then right behind them is the F-3F. Again, the last of the most, and probably the highest performance of the biplane fighters. Our Tiger Cat is being flown by Jay Consalvi out of Denver. He's a former F-14 Tomcat pilot and Naval Academy graduate. So as we watch right now on the takeoff roll right now, you can see the F-7F I should say, as it winds up out there. After a short takeoff roll, and now as he climbs out, you can notice the power performance of the F-8F Bearcat as they climb right on out. Aggressive, post high attitude out there, high angle, and power performance of the Bearcat. And follow that up, airplane designed just prior to World War II. This is the F-3F. Notice how he broke ground very quickly as well. And you can see it climbing out, and you can see a very nice climb rate. That biplane, and we roll, and you can go, a lot of shows, a lot of events. Lewis Air Legends Foundation, through the courtesy, of course, of Mr. Rod Lewis of Lewis Energy. And now as we watch out here as they reposition. F-3F is cooking along really good, isn't it, folks? From an airplane from the mid-1930s, a biplane fighter. How unique is that with the tractor landing gear that goes up into the fuselage? Much like the next aircraft in the money. Wingtip, look at that, folks. Beautiful, great view of the 25 Rifle bomber. And he's got smoke on both engines right now. Another great photo op as we see the Tiger Cat coming through right now, looking gorgeous. Right down our show line here, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Growing Tiger Cat, right in parade review, right down our show. Coming by right behind him is the Bearcat. As he extends down, stands it on a wingtip right in front of us out here. Beautiful display of the F-8F Bearcat. They call this one the barrel, and as you look at the fuselage, you can kind of see why. It looks like it's basically a barrel with wings on it, doesn't it, folks? Really cool airplane. That is the F-3F-2. Swing back through out here off Airshow Center. Give you a nice turnaround out here. Give you a nice view side. Bomb bay doors coming open right now on the B-25. You can see it's sun right there. Profile of that fuselage as it comes down our shoreline here. There's a big ring. Airplane that been used extensively in air racing. The Bearcats coming through right now. Bearcats, of course, dominating the air racing cycle during the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. And the Bearcat actually was a racing aircraft at one point as well. And now as you watch coming down our shoreline here, airplane that really gets your attention, that is the F-3F-2 coming right down the shoreline again. You can see why they call it the barrel. Gordon Richardson out of Houston, and flying on the barrel is kind of an offsetter in Albany, Texas. Coming by right now is smoking down the show line out here is the Tiger Cat. And Gordon Richardson coming by, and that beautiful Bearcat as they come down our show line. watch right now, you can see coming smoking right by out here. Ladies and gentlemen, your F7F Tiger Cat. But that's all we have from Laredo. And former F-14 Tomcat pilot, so he's got some serious cat lineage here from the Grumman. Look at that beautiful sound up there. And now let's listen to this thing rumble by. Coming through this the F3F-2 to tell us that of all the Grumman biplane fighters, this really is the Cadillac. Really a great flying airplane, really handles well and accomplishes its mission very well. Beautiful view in there, giving us a nice top view of the planes there as they go through. Our visual swinging back around out there. From Airshow right. Great big shout out again to Rod Lewis and Lewis Air Legends and Lewis Air Legends Foundation for the great disappears into his own smoke and recovers out an inverted tuck. And recovers out there off of Airshow right. Goes down, power up, wings flying as he comes down our show line. Brings our airplane right back up as he goes straight up and across the top. Right there, straight up out there. Quarter roll up, half roll. Hanging there, hanging there, hanging there. You can see that speed bleed off dramatically. Recovers out there, winding it back up again as he comes back at us here from Airshow right. Airspeed winding up dramatically. There's 210, 220 miles an hour right down on the deck. Slides it across the sky. Tumbles airplane now once, twice. Then turns it into a double, triple stand roll. Right out there off Airshow center. Nose down, power back up as he extends out here up Airshow left. That is some kind of fly, ladies and gentlemen. Some kind of pilot. Let's hear it for Bob Richards. The other end missed a little bit here over my left ear. Now as he comes back on around out here, diving back in off that left side. He's got it accelerating once again, bringing it down to 210 miles an hour. Wires whistling in the sky right now at 220. Now as he flies it everybody straight up, straight up, straight up, hanging on, hanging on, hanging on. Just about ready to stop. Kicks it around. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the giant pinwheel in the sky. That's the double hammerhead, and that is Bob Richards. Holy cow, is he flying today, folks? Go out there, fly that airplane around, goes into the vertical, hanging on. Bottom side of the airplane pointed towards us. Just hanging there, just before it slides backwards. Once again, he recovers out there, this time inverted, and flies it away, constantly rocking and rolling. I'll tell you what, that is some kind of flying we're seeing right now. That is Bob Richards. It is going right on through 45 up. White on through, hanging on as he goes. Last that nose come down, flies it away out here off the Airshow left, and extends it left and now as we see him extend left. Yeah, what a sight that is taxiing out in there, folks. That beautiful paint job there, the red. And Ron Hoover, RV and Marine Centers. Thank you so much to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got one question for you. Are you ready for the Viper demonstration team? Let's hear it. Are you ready for the
definitely have been reaching America for the last 52 years. God bless America and God bless our veterans. God bless Texas. Not just a civilian airplane.